Alright, hello and welcome to Review with a Difference. I don't own this. This is on loan to me from a local, well, not really local, but a nearby, it's not even nearby, a train store that I go to often. A Trains in Greenwood, Indiana. Les, the owner of the shop, is a nice guy, and he let me borrow this so I could do a review on it. So this is the Kato, I know it's Kato, Amfleet Viewliner Intercity Express Phase 6 3-car set. It comes in a weird sort of bookcase thing. There's this piece of cardboard that's over it. It's just plain. In fact, it's probably just a generic thing that they print out. And then they have this, that's why there's the hole on it. There's this, which sort of looks like a book, but it has a latch on it. And it is a bookcase as in, not a bookcase as in like where you keep books, but bookcase as in it's shaped like a book, but it's a case. So in the box you get this one single piece of paper, which is kind of odd. Just having one piece of paper in this plastic bag, but okay. And another thing that's weird is this bit of bubble strip that when the box was first opened was like that, and I don't really understand the point because it's not really protecting much besides the middle of the coaches, but whatever. So this is the bookcase sort of case that Kato does, and it has basically foam cutouts up at the top and down here, so that way when you get the other parts of the set, you can put them in here and have a storage case that looks pretty good. In fact, I will show you what it looks like now. Here you can see what the bookcase looks like with it filled up. These are the foam inserts that come with it, and they're surprisingly hardy, but you can see just here, I'll fold the back, and this bottom one isn't, this one's supposed to have a Viewliner sleeper, but I don't have another Viewliner sleeper, so I just put in another cafe. So I've got these two here, and then a Phase 4 P42. But yeah, otherwise they're all held in pretty snug, and there's a pretty good way to store them, or maybe if you're going to take them somewhere to a show or something, this is a really good way to store them. And it's nice that Kato, sorry, I know. And I have a feeling that Les is not going to be getting these coaches back. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up buying them at some point. So that's pretty cool. So we'll now look at this set in more detail. Okay, so we'll start left to right. I have to focus the camera manually. So we'll see if this will do anything. No, it looks like it's not going to. There we go. Looks like maybe about there. Okay, so this is the Amfleet coach. This is just a regular coach. It should say, I think on this side, yeah, it says coach class. I don't know how well you can read it on the camera because the camera viewfinder isn't all that great, but the camera itself is great, so we'll deal with it. The paint job on this is fantastic. Just spotless. There's the stripes that are down at the bottom and the two stripes that are above the blue line really well stand out. Sorry about the weird lighting. I'm having issues trying to get this lit well, but and then there's this blue stripe down the middle. The windows look really good, and you can see all the way through. I have Amfleet coaches that are actually mine that I will open up and show you the inside of. And then at the end you do have the little red circles that would be lights on the rear one, but I don't know if installing the optional light strip in the top would make those light up or not. Then you have the diaphragm here, the plastic diaphragm. that doesn't really match up. Well, it matches up fine when they're straight, when the coaches are straight, but around turns it doesn't look all that great, and you can kind of see how the coupler really swings to the sides so that it can go around tighter curves, but it does look a little bit less realistic going around said curves. And then we've got over here on this end, we've got well, it's the same end that I showed you before. It says coach class and has a wheelchair, so a handicap logo, and the number, something just right there that I can't really tell what it says, or if it's even just, maybe it's just a line above where it says coach class there. And you've got the number here, and then over here you've got the Amtrak logo and the number again. And then as far as roof detail, there's not a lot, but these are pretty sparse anyways. You can see there it's just the streamlined sort of ribs going down, and then some little tiny bits of thing that are on. So we'll go on to the cafe slash diner. I'm not really sure. It says cafe, yeah. So basically it's like a coach, but it's got a bit of a, I don't know, little cafe bit in the middle with tables on the other side. Other than that, it's pretty much exactly the same. Yeah, almost exactly the same, besides there's a little thingy on the roof that I really don't know what it is. Maybe a exhaust vent or something like that for the ovens or something like that. But other than that, the only difference is the fact that it says cafe there. And then we'll go on to the Viewliner sleeper car. Once again, I'm really sorry about the lighting. It just happened to be that I can't get any of the lights near here. I've got literally every light on, and I can't get any of them close enough. So anyways, this is the Viewliner sleeper car. Pretty much like the Amfleet cars, except slightly taller, and well, you sleep in it. That's why they have the extra windows up there, because it's slightly taller. I assume for bunks or something like that. I've never been on one. One of the differences, though, is the end of unit detail. You can kind of see red lights at the ends. Well, red circles at the ends that would be lights, but the detail on the end does look a little bit better than on the Amfleet coaches, even though there's not really that big of a difference. And then you can see on the windows down here that they all are clear. There's nothing, they're not opaque. And then you can see a little bit of detail on top where there is sort of looks a bit like panels. I'm not entirely sure though. And then you have where it says Viewliner and the number here, and at the very end, sleeping car, the Amtrak logo, some sort of maybe a light or panel or something, and then the road number again. And on the other side, you have pretty much the same thing, except this bit here does not have windows. So with that, I'm going to put these on the track and let you see them. I'm going to put them with the Phase 3 coaches that I have, just to show you a slightly longer train. And here for an example is the Phase 3 coach that I mentioned that I do own, that I'm going to open up just to show you what the interior looks like. So it pops off really easily. This is the body, obviously, and then you can see here the chassis with the seats mounted in it. I'm going to have to refocus the camera again. Say right about there, maybe. And so you can see there the little tiny seats and little, maybe where a bathroom would be. I've never been on one, but I do really like the look of them. So you can see seats all the way down, and then little bits of a corridor looking thing at the end. And this is the diner that I'm opening up now. Pop off, there we go. Just to show you that there are like little tables and a bit of a sort of, I don't know, a bar there. It's not really a bar, but that's what we call those. A counter, there we go. There's a counter with just some tables and some chairs and stuff over here. It's nice that they've included detail like this. They could have just put straight chairs in the whole thing, and I mean, people would have complained, but I think they would have gotten away with it, and they didn't. I mean, this definitely isn't the most detailed interior, but it's pretty good, especially because the exterior of the coaches are immaculate. Also, as a bit of a final thing, I just wanted to show you the gap between the diaphragms that you can kind of see there. It's a little bit much, but the diaphragms aren't very big. And I'm sure that if you really wanted to, you could probably change it out. And you can see the difference there between the Viewliner and the Amfleet car. You can see here just the bit of, well, how they look on um, curves. They don't look too bad. I've seen worse. You can see there. Moving along. These are, I think, the second widest curves that Kato make. Kato, sorry, I know. Don't have to send me messages. I already know. It's just a mistake. If you are interested in this Amfleet set or any other N-scale or HO locomotives or rolling stock, you can check out A-Trains at a-trains.com. I've been there many times. They have a great selection of especially N-scale stuff, although they do have a pretty good amount of HO stuff, especially buildings. He has maybe 2 or 3 shelves of buildings and other accessories that are sort of like that, and so it's a nice little place. And if you would like to check them out, it's at a-trains.com, and they are in Greenwood, Indiana, on Main Street.